Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Real podcast. Hi, friends. How are you? Welcome back. I'm so excited. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to get deep. We're going to get real, and it's going to be a bit uncomfy for me, for you, for everyone listening and watching. I have a story that it's gonna be so funny, but not funny. It's gonna be funny for me to tell, but not. I don't think it's gonna be funny for someone to hear. This is a bit of TMI. Like, Anthony, seriously, shut up. Like, I don't want to hear this right now. But I'm gonna say it anyways. It's so funny because I would never, ever. Someone just fucking pooped on my windshield. What the fuck? A fucking bird just pooped on my windshield. I need to get comfortable for this because I just need to get comfortable. I didn't bring any water. Okay. I feel really ugly right now. We're just gonna put these on. Perfect. Okay, let's get into it. Recently, everyone, how do I say this? Okay, what if I just say it like this because I'm really embarrassed, but I want to talk about it. And I just talk like this. Okay, let's get real. We're getting real. It's happening. I'm going to say this story whether I like it or whether you like it or not, It's going to happen. Okay. All right, so this, about a week ago, I was in the shower, right? And I'm like, Buddy down there is getting, it's not looking like a garden, it's looking like a forest. So I decide to, bring the... I can't say this. I can't get myself to fully talk about it normally because it's just so awkward. But I'm gonna try. Okay. Should I just fully just... Okay, I'm shaving down there, It's happening and I'm like, you need a little bit of shaping. It's not looking too watermelon. It's not looking good. There's too much. And it needs a trim. So I get out the handy dandy razor or shaver or whatever you call it. And I'm starting to trim. Oh my god, this is so awkward for me. I'm shaving and then I shave a little too hard, right? And I'm like, I feel something and then I'm just like, oh, I think it's fine. I'm like, it's fine, it's nothing. And I continue, right? And then I'm like, okay, this looks fine. I feel good. It doesn't look like the jungle anymore. It's looking like a garden. It's clean, it's shaved, it's simply just well taken care of. And I get inside. I don't think anything of it. It happens twice. I hurt myself twice while doing it because I'm not an expert. I wish this was sponsored, honestly, so I can introduce a new shaving tool. This is why you need this. You don't want to, have an accident. So then I'm in the shower and then I'm washing my body. And then the water just goes down there and I'm like, what happened? It hurts. Why does it hurt? And then I look and I cut myself. I'm like, holy fuck, this hurts. I'm bleeding, obviously. And I don't even know. I'm like, am I gonna have to go to the ER to get stitches? No, that's so embarrassing. No, I can't tell my mom. I can't be like, I need to go to the ER because, down there, I cut myself. And I cannot have anyone look down there, even though if it's a medical emergency. So I do what I feel like any person that doesn't want anyone to look down there would do. I'm like, I clean it really fast so it doesn't get infected or anything, and then it hurts so bad. And yeah, I cut the sack. I cut it. Like, I literally, like, sliced, like, this much of it. But that's a lot. Like, I could literally see inside. So I leave it, and I'm like, I'm holding it so it doesn't, like, rip anymore. And this is too much information right now. Too much. What am I saying, and why am I saying this? So that happens, and I feel like I'm going to have to go to the ER. I don't go to the ER because I don't want to be embarrassed. And I just, like, try to, like, not do too much movement. And it was very uncomfortable. It hurt a lot, as you can imagine. Like, imagine, like, doing that to yourself. And then you're like, huh. Thank God it wasn't that big, because then I would have actually have to go to the ER. And I would not want to go to the ER. Because then they would have to get stitches and yeah. So thank God it wasn't that bad, but it was a gnarly cut. So definitely buy yourself something that would not cut you if you're going down to town and trimming the forest. It was painful, and I thank God I didn't work much, because I don't even know what I would do if I worked. That week I just laid in bed and made sure it didn't get infected. My guy down there it's okay. It's fine. And he's chilling. He's healed, and he's ready for literally anything. The world is his oyster. I want to talk about how I'm not funny, because I'm literally not funny. And it really makes me want to cry and crumble and throw myself in a river. Being funny is super epic. If someone is so funny, you just naturally want to be around them, and you naturally just love their vibe and love who they are because they are funny. It makes me think now, funny people, like, they say that funny people have a lot of, like, things going on, you know, like depressed vibes, mental stuff. I don't know if that's true, because that's not the issue for me. I wish I was, like, charismatically funny. I'm not, and I hate that about myself, because it's like, I can't be funny. Like, I'll be funny, like, with the person, like, that I know, but when it comes to meeting new people and, like, having a conversation with people, I am not funny. I am awkward to the T. Like, if you were to meet me, like, no, not you, because I know if you, babe, bestie, friend ever for the whole wide world, if you were to meet me, would be like this, because you would be excited to meet me, and I would be excited to meet you. But if it was someone else, like, you know, someone's, like, hitting on me, which that never happens, and I wish it happened more, because I would really appreciate it. But that's not that point. But yeah, someone were to just, like, you know, just, I meet someone, like, at a party, or, like, at a social event or something social, and they want to talk to me, I'm awkward as fuck. I don't know what to talk about. My mind is blank. And I'm not funny. Like, I can't just, like, it's not natural to me to be funny. Like, I'm funny with my friends, with people I know, and just, you know, but I'm not funny, and I don't like that about myself, and I just want to, like, stab myself, because I'm not funny, and I wish I was funny. Like, being funny is, like, really epic, and I just want to, like, be epic. I am epic in my own way, but it's, like, I'm not funny. And I want to be really funny. I want to be so funny that you're peeing your pants. I have a bone to pick with every employer, hiring manager, because why are you not fucking hiring me? And I have a feeling why. I went to breakfast with my friends. One of my best friends came down to visit. You know, she had some things to do, so she came back to her hometown, and we went out to breakfast. We were talking about how she is really good at being fake, like, with, like, interviews, and just, like, in general, like, you know, like, being fake comes in handy when you're just trying to be friendly and you're just trying to get a job in an interview. Like, she's just so good at being fake. She can talk to literally anyone. I was telling her that, and then we were talking about something, and then her friend who came with her here, she was at breakfast with us, And she said that like I carry myself like very mature, like I'm like very like, you know, like I'm just like an adult basically. I'm a grandpa. Like I don't know, I am like that. So she's like, yeah, you just hold yourself up like very mature and very put together. And then I was like, thank you. And then my friend Cass, she said, yeah, it's like you kind of give like you're trash and I'm not. And I was like, what? I'm like, what? I was like, oh my god. And then like everyone agreed. She's like, yeah, like it's like that's the way like I kind of hold myself up, and like you're trash and I'm not. And I was like, oh my god. And then I realized that's why I'm not getting hired at these interviews, because that's how I feel like people are viewing me when I go to these interviews. And that's what I'm showcasing to them. You're trash and I'm not. So I'm like, no. And then I was like, that's why people are not hiring me. And I was like, what the? Because I go in interviews and I'm just like not there. You know, I'm just like, hi. Like, I'm not faking it. Like, I'm not faking nothing. I'm not like kissing ass to no one, because I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to be like, hi, I'm so excited to be here. Tell me everything. Like, I'm like more like, hi, my name's Anthony. Nice to meet you. Of course. Let's get straight down to business. I have listed the most recent jobs that I've interviewed, phone interviewed, and applied to, and jobs that have reached out and said, no, thank you. 4 In-N-Outs denied me. All 4 In-N-Outs said, no, thank you. Bye. 2 Chipotles. 2 interviews from Chipotle. I've interviewed 2 Chipotles and they said no. Great. I interviewed at a Bloomingdale's and they said no. I interviewed at an ice cream shop and they said no. I interviewed at a juicery place and they said no. I applied at one Earth Cafe and phone interviewed at an Earth Cafe. They both said no. Perfect. I have a pending interview at another Chipotle, and I'm going to go to that Chipotle and be like, I have an interview here on the 18th of November. What do I do to get the job? Because no one's hiring me. I'm not kidding. I'm going to go to the Chipotle that is going to interview me and tell them that, what do I do? How do I dress? How do I talk? And what do I do to impress your hiring manager to hire me at this Chipotle store? And yeah, I'm simply just going to beg. I'm simply just going to beg the person to hire me. That's just the way it's gonna be. So that's what is happening currently. I'm having a little bit of an issue right now mentally, and it's a me thing about the podcast. I don't know how consistent I'm gonna stay because it's a lot of work. I don't know if people are watching, and I'm sad if people are not gonna watch. I'm literally spiraling. Like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Am I just fucking wasting my time on this and no one's gonna watch and I'm gonna start crying? So how about we don't talk about that, because I don't want to cry on camera. You know, when it's the right time to cry on camera, I'll cry on camera. That's one thing. Another thing is I listen to a lot of podcasts, and most of the podcasts that I listen to, they have 2 people on, and I love when the 2 people are just having a simple conversation. I wish I had someone that I can like have this with, but at the same time, that's a lot of work because I am not using like the correct equipment and stuff, so I don't have the correct things to make it easier. I'm saying that I would like to because I feel like people are gonna get bored of me, and if they get bored of me, they're not gonna watch. I don't know people are gonna watch, or I think people are gonna get bored of me. So that's a fear of mine, people getting bored of my podcast. Earlier, when I was pulling into this parking lot, there was a man like on the curb, and I was just looking for shade, and he was like, "Get your car out of here. We don't want your car." He was like on the curb. And I was like, "Get your car out of here." And I'm like, "Okay, sir, like, what? Get out of here." And I'm like, "Oh." And I just kept looking at him like this while I was driving. And then I parked really far from him because I thought he was going to beat me up. So definitely don't want him to beat me up. And if he comes, I'm driving away because we're not having that. Anthony's not getting beat up today. A lot of drama has been going on at my job. Like a lot of drama. No, actually, not a lot of drama. It's just there's an incident that happened. I feel like people are not letting it go in terms of let's not talk about it anymore. I just feel really bad. It makes me sad. I don't like talking bad about people, and I don't like talking about a situation where we don't know what is happening. I don't know if I want to talk about this because I don't know if I'm still going to be working there. And if I'm still working there, people are going to listen to this. I think. Me being conceited and thinking people are going to listen. Should I talk about it? I don't. Because I love everyone at work. Not everyone, but I love most of the people at work. I feel like people are making fun of it. And it's not sitting right with me because I don't like making fun of people when people might not be okay. People go through things. We don't know nothing. We don't know what a person is going through. Therefore, we shouldn't speak on anything if we don't know, because it's just sad. And if someone is going through something, just let it be. Let that person go through it on their own. People are fighting their own demons. It's enough that they already have to go through that. And I don't think adding to that or talking about it is making it any better. Still, just me as a person, I can't talk about it and talk bad about a person because I feel like everyone is talking about it like to each other in a negative way. Some people have brought it up to me like, "Oh, what do you think about this?" And I don't want to say anything, so I say it's crazy. I don't know what to say because I don't want to say anything. I respect everyone at work to not talk about them negatively, but people like I don't know, they just want to talk about it. And that's why I want to leave. No, that's not why I want to leave. I fucking hate that job. That's why I want to leave. I think one of the other factors is people talk bad about each other a lot. And I'm not saying I don't, because I do. Unlike people who are just annoying as fuck and just get out. Like, get out of my face. Seriously. Like, you're annoying and just no, you're not doing. No. Like, people who act like a higher upper and are not. Shut the fuck up, do your job. I'll sit here and I won't do anything. It's fun, but it's dreadful. I hate that job. I want to be a nanny and just take care of babies, and that would be so fun. I'd be like, "Okay, Jimmy, it's time for bedtime. You need to go to bed," and then I'll go on my phone. Okay. And then Jimmy wakes up, and then, "Okay, Jimmy, you want a snack, or you want to go to the pool? What do you want to do? We can." You can go swimming. We can go in the pool. You want to go to the beach? Okay, let's go to the beach. That would be really epic. So if any moms listening to this need a nanny, good old me is just perfect. You're not going to want anything more. Nothing more, nothing less. I am the full 9 yards. Let's hope. Pray to God. Pray to the universe. Pray to whoever you like to pray to. So I can get a job and leave my job, and then once I leave, I'll really talk about it. Really talk about everything. There's not a lot actually. I don't remember anything. I have short-term memory loss. That really completes this episode. I have a problem of when I'm gonna end something and then I keep talking about, and I think a really really good thought came to me. I have imposter syndrome, but in terms of this podcast, I feel like I don't belong because I feel like people are not showing their interest in this, and it makes me sad because I don't know if this will be successful. I really don't think it's gonna be successful, so it's making me really sad. And that's one of my fears, not ever being successful. And looking at my life right now, it's not looking like I'm going anywhere. I do not want to look 10 years and then still be in the same place I am today, because I will literally kill myself. I'm not joking. I think I will be depressed if I am still in the same place. And that's one of my fears. I'm glad we got real, especially, the down there aspect. Thank you guys for watching. I am so happy I got that out of my chest. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week on the Get Real podcast. Tune in every week. And yeah.